All right, hello online world. Once again, this is Off the Record with Mix Bustos, and for today's episode, kasama po natin ulit si Ogie Alcasid, and we're joined by a good friend of ours returning right here on Off the Record. Of course, Sir Ogie, thank you. And returning right here on Off the Record is Kat Tan, the One Armed Mamba. Thank you guys for joining us here on Off the Record. Common colors, yellow and yellow, Lakers, because
Yes.
of different reasons. Sir Augie, you mentioned that sabi mo nga Lebron, wherever Lebron is, and that's fine, you know. You mentioned na parang may bandwagon effect sa teams, but you're a true Lebron fan wherever you go, wherever he goes, you go. And we personally know a lot of friends that are LeBron followers. But now, Sir Augie, let's talk about the Lakers because yun ang background ni Kat. I want to get
Yeah.
your, as of this interview, what do you think about the current Lakers now?
Um, okay. There are two sides to my feelings towards the Lakers now. I have never had so much confidence in a team such as the Lakers now. Maybe because I'm older. I'm a bit detached to teams right now. But also, I feel that this iteration of the Lakers is they probably have the most talent, but they have just been sidelined with all the injuries, and there's a huge percentage that this might not be the year for them. So my feeling is it's a transition year, and I've always had that feeling before. Now, why do I think I had confidence in them? Because they're very, very good. I think in terms of talent, the collective talent that they have, they really are very good. But they didn't have time to gel. They just didn't have time. The turnaround was so quick, and and others are just prepared. They've got their eyes on LeBron. I'm like, I got you, man. Saying so. It's tough. It's gonna be tough. So I don't know if I really answered your question, but those are my feelings.
No, it's a legitimate observation, and it's a legitimate claim because as of this interview, they're currently at number 5. Number 1 and number 2 ang Utah and Phoenix. Kat, do you agree with Sir Ogie? Or
Yeah.
meron pang left kapag i-on ni Lebron yung switch?
Yeah, we actually have a group, and pag may mga games and may mga frustrations about the game, we discuss about it, and yeah, I do feel the same way. And also yun nga, dahil nga meron silang mga late additions sa lineup, tapos nasaktuhan na yung injuries tuloy, sunod-sunod din. So they really didn't have enough time to really gel as a team. Yung chemistry wala, and then LeBron is not with them on the floor. And really give credit to LeBron, like how he does impact a team wherever he goes. Yun yung ano dun really makes them as one, kumbaga. So a true leader on and off the court. So really big respect to LeBron. And yun nga, yung kinukuha pa nila yung momentum, yung chemistry nila with each other. Pero syempre as a Lakers, as a fan, as nandun pa rin yung hope mo na malalampasan nila, like this is a regular season, and hopefully by playoffs time they'll be ready. Alam mo yun, yung mindset nila mag-iba ulit, alam mo, mag-shift. Yeah, so that's how I see.
Okay. Etong tanong ko sa inyo, because personally, I could say that, I'm confident to say na hindi ako Lakers fan. Hindi ako diehard Lakers fan comparing to Ogie, comparing to Kat, and all of our friends who are Lakers fans. I'm actually a Golden State fan since We Believe days. Doon ako bumandwagon, sir, 2007. And alam ko ngayon, kahit papaano, medyo
So ang
kulelat.
tanong ko, fan ka rin ba? Fan ka pa rin ba hanggang ngayon?
Fan pa rin ako. Fan pa rin ako ng
God
Golden
bless you.
State. Yeah, God bless you. We'll see.
God bless you.
That's
God
true.
bless you.
Pero ang gusto kong tanungin with like okay, for Lakers fans now because of whatever it is, kung Laker fan ka talaga or Laker fan ka because of the player like LeBron or maybe Kobe, etc. What do you
Yeah.
think, Kat? I'll start with you, Kat. What do Lakers fans, have in common?
Um,
Yeah.
yung ano nila, yung drive nila to really, uh, yung, sabi ko nga kala Sir Ogie, na sanay kasi yung mga Lakers fans na nananalo. So, pag yung may mga ganitong times na tuloy-tuloy yung talo nila, um, talagang yung reaction na makukuha mo from the Lakers fans, like they'll get frustrated at the players, they'll get frustrated with the management. Sobrang into it talaga. So, kumbaga sinasa puso talaga nila lahat. But for me personally, it's really just yeah, I guess love for nakikita nyo kasi LA, man. It's LA. Una-una, and the hype that yung the hype that the city brings to the game, ganun ka mahuhooked eh. And yeah, I guess that's for me, yun yung ano ko. Totally emotionally invested ang
Okay.
mga Lakers fan sa laro, sa team mismo. Yeah, so yun.
Kayo ba, Sir Ogie, nung si Lebron pumunta sa LA, as in talagang yung emosyon nyo nandun na rin?
No. Kasi there was a time I was hoping he would actually stay in Cleveland. Uh, Parang maganda na doon na siya magtapos. So this idea of him going to Los Angeles, parang hindi ko alam yung mundo ng LA. Hindi ko alam yung mundo ng Lakers. Ang alam ko yung mundo na kung saan nandun si LeBron. And so I was exposed to the fandom of the Cavs, the fandom of the Heat. And it's just, when I was a Cavs fan, I would listen to all the podcasts. And hindi sa probinsya talaga. Even the announcers were very old school. It was just very old school. I loved it. It was so traditional. It was so maiingay yung voice over, maiingay yung Lebron, ganon. Pagdating sa LA, if you notice, the voice over of Lakers is so subdued. Los Angeles Lakers. Ganun lang eh. It's all just a different culture altogether. And then I got immersed into it. I said, wow, this is iba to. It's, sabi nga ni Kat, diba? It's Hollywood. It's superstardom. It's the Lakers. Diba? It's showtime. Ganon eh. Ganon yung culture. And I got into it and I understood it. And the more I listened to the podcasts of the Lakers, I listened to like 4 podcasts every day. And these guys have been Lakers announcers, researchers, and since Magic Johnson's time. And I got immersed into it because of LeBron, and talagang iba talaga. So I like it. I like that, and Kat is right. The winning culture of the Lakers is addicting, and it's obsessive at the same time. I mean, they've won 17, equal to the Celtics. And so that's not accidental. They just have a winning culture. So, yeah. Don't know if I answered you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's legit. Sir Ogie, I want to ask, follow up. As a fan, you mentioned it a while ago, okay ka na sa Cleveland sana eh. But as a
Yeah.
fan, should LA be LeBron's last stop?
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I think I mean, especially in terms of family, he's moved his entire family to LA and they've adopted there. His kids are thriving there. Bagay sa kanila eh. Kasi talagang ano sila eh, sikat sila eh. Sikat yung mga Lebron eh, 'di ba? In Cleveland they were very not as exposed, I should say. That's the best way I could describe it. So, yeah, he should retire as a Laker.
Kat, ang tanong ko sa'yo, of course, One Armed Mamba because of Kobe Bryant. Diba? LA
Yeah.
forever. But of course, rest in peace, Kobe. What keeps you being a Laker fan despite him retiring na? Diba? Wala na siya eh. Natapos na siya maglaro. What makes you a Laker
Um,
fan?
yeah, actually, I guess the legacy that he left dun sa franchise sa Lakers, he has been a Laker since his for 20 years, 'di ba? So for him to be that loyal to one team, hindi yun madali sa NBA, 'di ba? So ako as a fan of his, loyal din ako. But of course, kahit na hindi ko na siya nakikita naglalaro, I mean, of course, when he retired and now that, he has passed away, it's the legacy that he left talaga that makes me really into the team. And also, I think that the relationship of him and Lebron, gaya nga ng sabi ni Sir Ogie, like, the brotherhood that they have formed, kasi madaming Lakers fans na nung una hindi tanggap si Lebron sa
Yeah.
LA,
Yeah.
True,
diba?
Yeah.
true.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So, kasi mostly yung mga panahon na naglalaro si Kobe, talagang sila yung rivalry na kumbaga yung ano nila, Kobe fan. It's either you're a Kobe fan or a LeBron fan. So if you're a Kobe fan, you're a LeBron hater. Parang
Yeah.
ganon. If you're
Yeah.
a LeBron fan, you're a Kobe hater. So may ganon talagang division. So it was very hard for the Lakers fans to really accept LeBron to the city of LA, to the Lakers. Pero ako personally, nung Kobe welcomed him with open arms dun sa team, sa franchise, sa LA, naging madali for me to accept LeBron. And I don't know if ano naman, I was once I'd be honest lang, I was once a LeBron hater. Yeah, but of course, yun nga, na kumbaga para sa akin, kahit nga ngayon I defend LeBron na eh. I mean, that's the impact of yeah,
Sure.
LA.
of LA, of him being an LA, and of Kobe. Kasi talaga I see it like beyond the game of basketball. So kumbaga like hindi yun naman na naglalaro si Kobe eh. And I want LA to excel. I want LA to again win a championship. And there's no better way to win a championship than, being with LeBron, leading the team to that level again. So,
Right.
yeah.
You're right, Kat, because I remember what you said na pag si Lebron, nung pumasok siya sa LA, hindi siya kagad tinanggap eh. He had
Yeah.
to learn it the hard way na, ay hindi, kailangan mo palang patunayan sa Laker fans on what you can do. Diba?
Yes.
It
Yes.
was not until he won a championship na parang dun talaga din siya inaccept.
Merong ganun na may sinabi niya yon na for you to be embraced by the Laker Nation. That's what we call the Lakers fan. It's the Laker Nation. Hindi ka lang pwede salita lang ng salita. You really have to show it. You really have you have to prove to them that you deserve that. I mean, 'di ba? Para kay Lebron to say that sa mga fans. Kasi ganun nga eh. Ganun, that's how too invested the fans are sa team. So, yun.
Where do you want sa Kobe fan to, Sir Ogie?
Ako na magsasabi, hindi.
Oh, well, ako, I admit I was a Kobe hater. Oh, ano,
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
easy it up. I was a Kobe hater during the first three-peat, pero I gained, kumbaga, nirespect ko talaga siya nung siya na yung nagdala when he matured.
Pero meron
So,
akong Kobe, um, 13-inch, ano yung tawag dyan?
action figure?
Action
Figure.
figure.
Yeah, action
Action
figure.
figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's even it
I
out.
I I started admiring Kobe when he was retired.
Okay.
Kasi I started watching because Lebron moved to the Lakers. I started watching old clips of the Lakers, and it would always be about Kobe, him speaking other languages,
Yeah.
him doing a lot of work even in Hollywood, in for the Oscars. Di ba he won an
Yes,
award
yes.
for
Yeah.
short film and just the stuff that he did even here in the Philippines. Mahal na mahal siya ng mga Pilipino because of what he shared to the Filipinos. He really gave his time to teach basketball, and it wasn't pakitang tao. It wasn't kasi kontratado siya ng Nike. Oops, controversial.
Yeah.
but but you could tell this man wanted to share his gift. You could tell, and I started seeing a different side of Kobe at that time. Why didn't I like Kobe before? Well, because parang kasi napanood ko yung time na medyo inaano niya si Jordan parang kinakalaban niya. Parang, teka muna, huwag mo namang ganyanin yung idol namin. It's like, I felt, ang yabang naman ito. But the thing is, may pagyayabang talaga and that is his Mamba mentality. And he's brought so much to the game, to the game of basketball, and of course to the Lakers. So I'm a changed man. I'm a
We're
changed man.
we can
Yeah.
say, Sir Ogie, that we're both Kobe converts, diba? And of course, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
he and it's just because I became a Laker. I saw what he did, and it's just iba rin.
Yeah. Just
Iba
to
rin
just to
yung
defend that talagang kailangan
Sige, sige.
no.
Sige,
I
go
mean
ahead.
with Jordan kasi meron talaga ganong impression na he was imitating Jordan, and he was yung gusto niya yung i-pattern yung game niya same as Jordan. But little did we know na yung sinabi nga ni Jordan dun sa memorial niya na this kid really just wanted to learn how to be the best player.
Yeah, I agree.
And what is the best way, what is the best way to learn the game, kundi dun sa best player, diba?
Yeah.
Which is Michael Jordan. So, I think that's how their bond started also, diba? Their relationship. So, I think it's
Yeah.
all about, it's the respect that they have for each other. Pero syempre outside of that, of their circle, meron talagang impression na ginagaya lang niya si Jordan, but he's just really he was very obsessive of being the best,
Yeah.
and what better way to do it than to go to the best player, and that is Michael Jordan. So just to even
Okay.
No,
of course,
I understand
as
that.
as a Kobe
Yeah.
fan, I'd
Yeah.
Yeah.
defend him like
I don't know if you're alive already, Kat, but there was one game I watched, an All-Star game. Jordan was sick, visibly sick. I think he had the flu.
the
And
the flu game.
no, this was an All-Star
All-Star.
game.
All
This was
star.
an All-Star
Alright, I
game.
see. Okay.
And bantay niya si si Kobe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. You were probably very, very young then. And wow, kung bantayan niya si Jordan, talagang di ka makakashoot.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think I'm alive that time because
yeah.
nung naglalaro na si Kobe, I think I was 10, 11 years old. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Yeah, but
You know,
I also remember Kobe. Just like LeBron, there was just so much hype about him because he was so young. I think he was 17, and then
Yeah.
damning videos about him that this is going to be the next guy. So I'm like, okay. So, syempre, as a Bulls fan, parang okay, all right.
Yeah. True. True.
alam nyo guys, kanina pa may mention na nga MJ and the Bulls. Mag-iibang kulay muna tayo ngayon. Naka-blue ako, naka-yellow kayo, o etc. Mag-color red naman tayo. Okay, color red
Mhm.
naman tayo. Of course, we're all fans of the game because Michael Jordan,
Yes.
MJ, and the Chicago Bulls. Sir Augie, I will stick with you. What has been the best Jordan moments for you as a fan, and why Michael Jordan?
Um, the final game must have been Game 6 against Utah. Uh, I didn't actually watch it. We were listening to the radio, and I was with Francis M. He was still alive that time. Kasi may show kami noon sa States. We had a show in Knott's Berry Farm, and we couldn't watch it because there was no TV. And it was live. So nasa backstage kami, nakikinig kami sa radyo, blow by blow,
Wow.
kung ano yung nangyayari. And yung pag-agaw niya nung bola, I was just visualizing it. And then when he shot that, must have been a 20-footer, it wasn't a three-pointer, basta yung kanyang agaw, tapos yung slide, tapos naririnig ko lang sa radyo. So kami ni na Francis, and we're like, and he was such a big Michael Jordan fan. Sigaw kami ng sigaw, until we finally saw it when we got back to our hotels and we saw the replay. So that was my memory of it, na hindi ko napanood pero narinig ko sa radyo. I've watched too many Michael Jordan games, too many videos. I have so many DVDs of the Chicago Bulls and all of that. And I've read books about him, about his attitude, about he's so difficult and all of that. And it doesn't diminish my admiration for the guy. And of course, when The Last Dance came out, everybody watched it. I'm like, it just affirmed my belief in the guy. Now, having said that, I'm just like, amongst all, it's still that radio broadcast that sticks to my
Wow.
mind.
Wow.
Because I was with Francis at that time, and that was his last championship. Diba?
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of speaking of Last Dance, that was 3 o'clock habit nating mga basketball fans. Exactly
Yeah.
1 year ago. Mondays
Yes.
3
Oo
p.m.
nga.
Mondays 3
Mondays.
p.m.,
Yeah.
'di ba? For you, Kat, were you also a big Bulls fan, Jordan fan?
Yeah, ako syempre before Kobe, the the pre-Kobe era, Bulls tsaka Jordan talaga kasi my dad is a Bulls fan and a Jordan fan. So every time na may game ang Bulls, what we do, or actually ako, I wear the a Jordan jersey and then we watch the game. So that's how it is like in our household. Every time na may game ang Bulls, lalo na syempre pag championship. And I have the same memory of Sir Ogie na yung the most memorable one was yun nga when he stole the ball kay Karl Malone and then he shot the 20-footer jump shot sa against Byron Russell, right? That was when he did the
Yep.
crossover and
Push off?
then yeah, mid, I think it
Hindi,
was
hindi,
it
hindi,
was
hindi.
just it was just a light push off. It was
Wala
a
yun,
light
wala yun. Hindi yun
yeah, it was
natatawagan sa game yun.
madulas lang talaga siya. Si Russell, 'di ba? It was just na off slide siya. So that's when he released the ball and then that was it. That was the moment. And sabi nga ni Sir Ogie, that was his last championship. And then what a way to end it, right? For me, that was the most memorable one. That was one of my favorite moments. Yeah.
We talk about Michael Jordan, we talk about his greatness and Scottie Pippen, etc. We talk about teams also. We talk about the 2016 team of Lebron, Kobe, etc. Siguro hindi to masyadong napag-uusapan. What is the best Bulls team for you, Sir Ogie?
Well, the one that won 71, was it?
72.
How many games?
72-9.
72 games. That's
72-9,
that's probably
right?
the best.
10? 72-10.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best. That was the best. And they won. Unlike your never mind, let's not talk about it.
Kat, kaya mo sinabing
I
9
love it.
kasi 73 and 9.
9.
Oh my God. Yeah. Sir
Yeah,
Ogie,
that
that
was
was
my
the
last
20.
memory.
Sir Ogie, that was the 2016 championship of Cleveland. I was
Need
like,
I
oh
say more?
man.
That's why it was the sweetest one. That was,
Oo, di ba?
yeah.
Against all odds, Game 7 pa yun. Do you agree,
Yeah,
Kat?
man.
Best
Bro,
Bulls team?
look, I cannot
Go ahead,
I
sir.
can't fault you for loving the Warriors. And shout out to all the Warriors fans out there. I mean, I thought we would lose that year, to be honest. And like,
Yeah.
we can't solve this thing. You know, when I was in Cleveland, ito nga ang weird. When I was in Cleveland, so dun sa hotel, puro African Americans. Like, what are you doing here, boy? You know, like, I like watching basketball, and I love LeBron James. LeBron James, really, from the Philippines. Blah blah blah. Ganun, ganun. So I'm like, and I'm out because it's a very very small town. Cleveland is just such a small town, and there are just few restaurants there, and you could talk freely to people, and they're like. So I'm like, medyo nakainom na ako. So what do you think? Are we gonna win tomorrow? I don't know, man. We haven't solved the problem with the Warriors. We don't have their number, man. So anyway, the night the Cavs won, the next day, I had my flight going back to New York, and the bellboy, you are our lucky star. Ganun ako daw. Kasi
Lucky charm.
wala yung Pilipino nakatira doon. Tapos, dahil daw nandun ako, nanalo yung Cleveland. So, I mean, it's funny when I look back. And, but, really, the Warriors, grabe yung team na yun. Grabe yung team. And when I'm not finished yet, Migs.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
He's on a roll, man. He's
And
on
then
a
when
roll.
they got Durant, it's like, ano ba naman to? Ha? Bigay ko na. Sa'yo na. Ayan pa.
No, I was supposed to say, Sir Ogie, that year, you sabi mo, you don't have their number, etc. But the Warriors gave you the answer. Draymond Green. Patalo si Draymond Green nun
Yeah.
Siya yung nagpa-double technical, na-suspend. Tapos eventually,
True.
Well,
diba?
that's
Grace of the game.
controversial.
Controversial.
Steph
Grace
also
of the
wasn't
game.
himself. Steph wasn't himself.
Yeah.
I could tell when I was watching the game, parang siguro di lang niya sinabi may iniinda siya. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be. That he wasn't himself. Tsaka pag pinapanood ko ulit, kasi paulit-ulit kong pinapanood yun Whenever I would watch LeBron, like maybe on the last two games, the last game was the last two games was in Oakland, no?
Oh,
Tama ba?
Golden
Yeah.
State. Yeah.
LeBron was like almost tiptoeing. Tiki-tiki. He
Just
was
playing around.
exactly, parang tutut. Dito, tres ako dito. Puk. Parang yung I don't know what strategy that was. It wasn't the LeBron. I think that was the moment when he started to change his game.
I think
as a
that's
fan,
I think that's when he figured the team out, yung strategy ng Golden State. So nung nanalo sila ng one game, and then I think that was the switch. And then nung nanalo ulit ng pangalawang game, kinabahan na tong Golden State na parang, wow, wait lang. So now, it's too late to medyo, ano yun natin, yung laro natin. Cleveland was on a roll. Like, hindi sila nag, nag ano they stayed focused sa goal nila. And parang I think I read or I saw one video na parang sinasabi nila na Lebron was really the one nakitaan nila si Lebron na eto na yon. Let's go get it. I think Lebron messaged them, I think the team. And then when LeBron messaged him, that's when the switch turned on and nandun na yung mind nila. And you know what, Migs? I was also nung yung year na yon, wala akong kinakampihan kasi parehas kong hate yung isa, hate ko yung GSW kasi yun nga yung record, parang damn, tinalo
Tsaka sa
nila yung
West
record. And they shot, yes, but and then they beat the record, and then nung nandun sila sa yung na-beat nila yung record. I mean, Steph is a very humble man, and all respect to him. Pero nung time na yun, he was just like too cocky. He was like, celebrating everything and all those stuff. So parang sabi ko, lalo kong parang na hate. And then syempre, given on the other side, nandun si Lebron. But, no, but that, I think that was also the year. That was also the year that I respected Lebron's game. Kasi nakitaan ko siya nung shift nung mindset niya on how he's gonna play the game. So, that was, that's when I really started respecting him. Kasi yung unang tingin ko sa kanya, parang sabi ko nga, I was sharing kila Sir Ogie before na, I just don't get Lebron. Na he was just like, yung nag-ano siya, what do you call this? Yung sa NBA, like, getting fouls. So, it's, what do you call that, Migs, ulit?
Nagtatank?
No. When you try to get a foul, flop.
Nagpa-flop.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of the greatest floppers of the NBA. Kasi yung ko, ang laki-laki ng katawan nito, tapos konting lang, grabe na yung but yeah, but nung nakitaan ko talaga yung laro niya noon, as in that game between the Golden State and the Cleveland, much respect to LeBron talaga.
Yeah. Okay. Nandito na tayo as we conclude this very fun conversation. Ito siguro heated talaga eh. 'Di ba? We get asked this a lot through our conversations.
Bakit naka-separate si Kobe?
Ha?
Bakit naka-separate si Kobe?
Hindi. Wait lang. Merong explanation yan.
Joke
MJ
lang.
or LeBron kasi, MJ or LeBron ang usapan. Diba? Pero syempre, in the spirit of, critical thinking and the Lakers, lagay natin si Kobe. Sir Ogie, you're on the spot, you're on the dot. Who do you think?
It's MJ.
Okay.
It's MJ for me. I mean, much as I, love LeBron and admire his game, and I'm a, diehard current LeBron fan, it's still MJ. Just his impact on the game, just the way he wins, and his influence on so many people. Sabi mo nga, lahat bigla na lang lahat naging Chicago Bulls fan eh. Yeah. Gusto ko pa nga makakilala ng Karl Malone fan eh. Pero wala pa nakikilala ganun.
Karl Malone fans po dyan, comment lang po kayo kung Karl Malone fans kayo.
Kung meron man. And so, I think for those reasons alone, it doesn't diminish. I always say also, you really can't compare the three, to be honest, because they're different. Even though Kobe is like Jordan, they're still different. And LeBron is definitely different from those two. So, their positions. Kobe's a shooting guard, tama ba?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Is Jordan a shooting guard?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Kobe and
don't.
LeBron has really a similar game compared to LeBron.
Yeah. So and LeBron is forward, small forward. So that alone medyo magkaiba na. So yeah. So but still, having said that, just on the impact of the game, it's still MJ. I feel like I'm betraying LeBron for saying that, but but I just add one more anecdote to LeBron. Okay, I remember the game, the last championship against your beloved Warriors.
Cannot let go,
2000,
man.
I
Yeah.
love it. It's all right. It's
Yeah.
all okay na yun.
Sure.
It's all good and fun. It's all good and fun.
2018 first game. I remember I was papasok ako ng ABS-CBN noon. I think I had Showtime that day. And I was like watching it on my phone, and then when I went in, I was watching it habang nagpapa-makeup ako, and I swore LeBron was just balling game one. Talagang kahit si Durant parang medyo galing ni LeBron ngayon na parang siguro sinasabi niya kaya ano ngayon. But my gosh, yung ginawa ni pangalan nito, yung nagkamali siya, yung hinold niya yung ball,
Si ano,
J.R.
si
Smith.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith. Sabi ko talaga.
Why? That was the
I mean, if
meme,
you're gonna
right?
ask me one moment that I cannot forget with LeBron's game, that's one moment that I was like,
Mapapamura ka na lang ba? Wag na lang natin
Yeah.
hindi,
sabihin, pero
hindi kung
mapapamura.
ako kakampi ni LeBron, baka nanalo pa kami.
Totoo.
Alam mo yun, yung and of course there are facets to LeBron's game that makes me scratch my head.
Yeah.
You know, when he's shooting free throws, I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
You know, and Kobe and Jordan are excellent, foul shooters. They're like just they can do it with their eyes closed.
Literally.
So
Yeah.
so that's one thing that I mean people seem to say, hey, yun lang naman free throw. It can win a game.
True.
It can win a game. So Jordan for me.
Kat,
That's it.
please do
Uh,
please with utmost objectivity.
need I say more to like do I even need to answer that? I mean, as much as of course the respect is there for Michael Jordan, the um I think he of course he's the reason why also Kobe is great in his craft, in his career. But of course I'd go with Kobe. I it's I sabihin na natin because of I'm loyal not to Sir Ogie with LeBron, but for me kasi syempre Migs, you know naman how Kobe has impacted my life, and it just goes beyond that, beyond his career in the way he relates to his fans. I think Sir Ogie also mentioned it earlier, and iba talaga eh. Ako I've experienced that couple of times in my life and witnessed it, and I had moments with him na talagang I could attest to that kind of attitude of his when it comes to his fans. So I really the respect for Kobe is really goes beyond the basketball court. But syempre yung game niya, let's just say because of Michael Jordan, that's why he is the greatest of all time for me. Yeah. Pero yun nga, sabi nga din ni Sir Ogie, iba-iba eh. They're great in different levels, kumbaga, and different eras, right? It's like Jordan and then Kobe and LeBron. And And the way I will put it is they're the greatest of in their era. They're the greatest
Yeah.
players in their era.
So
So to be fair, para hindi na wala tayong maano diyan na ano, para para masaya lahat. Para masaya lahat, let's just put it the respect and ano. But yeah, pero yun nga sabi ko nga MJ and Kobe has the same ano kasi they have similar game. Kumbaga yung the way they play the game. Compared to LeBron, which is a forward, actually point forward nga siya eh. 'Di ba? He's a point forward. And kahit yung physique pa lang, makikita mo na lamang talaga si LeBron compared to MJ and Kobe, right? So, but yeah, the style of their game is very different. But
yeah.
I'd stick with Kobe. It's always gonna be Mambo forever for me. So,
All right.
Kobe.
Respect, respect.
Respects. Maraming
Respect.
salamat. For Kat, it's Kobe. For Sir Ogie, of course, it's MJ. Pero alam nyo guys, ang saya ng usapang basketball na ito, of course, right here on OTR Talks and Off the Record, right here on YouTube. It is a big honor for Ogie Alcasid to be here, the One Armed Mamba. Thank you so much for being back. Maraming salamat, Ogie Alcasid and Kat Tan, for joining us here on Off the Record. And see you guys. Maraming salamat for watching this video. See you guys the next episode. Thank you. Thank you, sir.